Hey guys, so just a bit of a video for today. Not had a game for a few weeks now, just because it's coming towards the end of the season for me, and yeah, we've literally got a handful of games left, if that. I've got a game on Tuesday, so I really wanted to get a video out there in regards to Adidas's speed boots and just see where really things have moved on. I've recently just purchased the crazyfast Plus, so that is going to be the next, essentially the next boot I'm going to be wearing and doing a review of. Hopefully going to get that boot worn on Tuesday evening, and I'll be able to give a good insight to where that is. But really, I just wanted to talk to everybody about how things have progressed in basically 10 years. So obviously in 2024 now. So I've got 3 different boots. Obviously I'm going to basically just do a little bit of comparison just to see what these weight differences are and really see how much things really have changed in 10 years. So to start with, the first boot I've got is this, which is my Adidas F50 Adizeros. Now these are a leather version from 2014. They also did a synthetic version, but this is the leather version. The leather's still in pretty good condition, a bit worn at the front there. It's kind of got like an iridescent sort of colour to it. It's obviously a really sort of light boot, and I'll put them all on the scale later, but you can see the insole's got some holes to it. So as I say, this boot is obviously from 2014, and as I said, this has got obviously the spring frame on it, external heel counter, and as I say, it's obviously 10 years old. Coming in secondly, we've got the speed portal. So this was obviously following on from the speed, I can't think what it's called now. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. I can't remember what it was called, but obviously this is the speed portal. This was obviously not as well received as the original. Obviously you had the X ghosted and then it went to the speed. Oh man, that's gonna kill me now. Obviously this has got the Carbotext in it. Again, we've got a lightweight insole, not as many holes, but again there is obviously the carbon fiber. So this is the last, I believe this is the last of the Adidas speed line or speed boots that had the Carbotext in them. I really need to clean these. Again, there's a speed frame with an external heel counter, and kind of this stuck on carbon fiber. I don't really think that does anything, to be honest. So this was obviously released last year, I believe, so 2023, possibly 2022. Again, obviously this boot is yeah, this was obviously the model just before the most recent model that's out now, in the X Crazyfast. So again, quite a light boot, but this is definitely heavier just in my hand compared to the original Adizeros. And then obviously my most recent boot, which I haven't worn yet, is obviously this, and you can see these are in pristine condition, the X Crazyfast. I am really looking forward to wearing these. You can see through them with the light here, and just they feel super light. So compared, it's going to be close. I haven't put these on the scales yet. I've got to be honest, guys, but I'm going to do that with you now so that we can actually see which is the lightest and how much things really have changed in 10 years. It's going to be pretty interesting, so stick with me on this one. Yeah, again, obviously this is the X Crazyfast. This is obviously the top of the top one, the elite model, so to speak. It is super see-through. It does feel light, but is it going to be lighter than a leather version of the original Adizeros? I mean, just look at the difference in the shape there as well. how it's gone. Obviously this is a leather boot. I don't have particularly wide feet, but you can just see the difference there. Off-centered lacing. This is a lovely boot. So bear with me, guys, and we'll get these on the scales, and we'll see see how things really have changed. So guys, here we go. Let's see how much things really have changed in 10 years. So in grams to start with, this is the original F50 Adizero from 2014, and that comes in my UK size 9. Obviously that is a leather forefoot as well in that boot. That comes in at 182 grams, which works out to 6.4 ounces. So that's 6.4 ounces for that one, and that's the original 2014 F50 Adizero with, as I said, a leather forefoot. So moving on to the speedportal, a more recent boot. This is definitely going to come in heavier, man. I can 100% guarantee that, without a doubt. So these scales are a bit mad. So we'll go with the ounces first, again in a UK size 9. So 7.2 ounces. And that comes in at 205 grams. So that is not a particularly light boot. To be fair, that's over 200 grams. Okay, so the speedportal. No, by no means a particularly heavy boot, but again, still not as light as the original F50s. And then that brings us on to the X crazyfast. So, is the X crazyfast going to beat the original F50 Adizero from 10 years ago? Please leave your comments please leave your guesses in the comments list to see what you think. See if you get it right. Be great to hear from you. Obviously, here we go. So, the X crazyfast. 171 grams. That is a light boot. That's 30 grams lighter than the speedportal, and that comes in ounces at 6 ounces. So literally between this boot and this boot, which is a leather boot, in 10 years we've only lost 0.4 of an ounce. That is literally crazy in 10 years. So to cut a long story short, yes, the X crazyfast Plus is a light boot, but it's only just lighter than an F50 Adizero from 2014 with a leather forefoot. From here all the way around to here. That is absolutely crazy. So guys, in a nutshell, in 10 years, the difference between this boot and this boot is not a massive amount. We are talking 0.4 of an ounce, and this is a leather boot essentially, or the majority of this is a leather boot. Half of this is a leather boot. No, probably half of it is a leather upper. This is all synthetic. This is super see-through. This is not see-through at all, as you can see. And this boot, although it is 10 years old, almost is on a par with this boot. That has just blown my mind massively. So stick with me, guys. As I say, we've got the X crazyfast Plus review coming hopefully Tuesday. That's the next one on the agenda. I've also ordered a pair of the Copa 2.2, so the takedown version of the Copas, just as a tester to see what they're like. And I'm also hoping to get the new Tiempos that are released tomorrow. I tried to get hold of the new Adidas Predators or Adidas Predators in the Rotario colour. Yeah, that didn't go so well. But thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, please subscribe, give me a follow, leave some comments in the posts, and again, if you want me to review any boots, then just let me know. Thanks, guys. Have a great Sunday, and I'll speak to you soon.